Hey guys, last year I started a build. This is a scratch build, copy or replica or whatever of the it's a Weston UK Velocity 50. The original versions that I've seen, they're I believe they're gas. They've got gas engines on them. One of my YouTube buddies, Dean, I'm not sure where in the UK, but he's somewhere in the UK. He flies the Weston UKs for a team there, and they're just absolutely awesome wings. I love seeing each video that that Dean and his dad Pete share. This plane, well, their plane. It's just amazing, and I really wanted one, so I built one. I don't have anything gas powered. All my stuff's electric, so this one is electric also. I spoke with Dean and Pete through emails, and they sent me various dimensions from their planes, and then I tried to make mine as best I could compared to that, which I think I've done a pretty good job. The only thing I'm concerned about is the weight of this. With a 6-cell battery, this plane weighs almost 5 pounds, which I think is a bit much. But we'll see what happens. I think it'll fly pretty well. I hope it'll fly pretty well. But let's see. Well, you see the top. If you do a search on YouTube for Weston UK, it's WESTON and then UK Velocity 50. You'll probably see Dean and Pete's videos that they share, and you should see a lot of similarities between mine and theirs. On the top, I went with the blue on the wings, the red cockpit, and the rest of the tail is white. I did do a bit of a checker pattern on the bottom, and to get to the inside, my canopy, it's actually slotted right here. It's slotted to go past the tail, but the canopy lifts over. And let's see, for the receiver, I've got a Spectrum. Let's see, it's an AR600 receiver in there. I've got two Futaba S3010 Metal Gear servos. These were a bit more expensive than what I was hoping to pay, but when I was looking at the actual Weston UK manual, there were a couple pictures of the plane in the manual, and the servos that I saw in the manual were these same servos, so that's what I bought. I've got a small BEC back here that will power the receiver and the servos. That'll pull a constant, I believe 6. I think I've got it set for 6 volts to run everything. I've got a YIP 150 as a YIP 150 amp ESC. Batteries. I've got a 6-cell 3000 and two 6-cell 3700 milliamp batteries that I'll be putting in this. But there's a big area in here, and this Velcro strap. I've got this. I've got a bit of plexiglass screwed to the inside with a strip of Velcro, but it's screwed on the back and on the front. That'll allow me to slide this Velcro forward and backwards, just so that I can get the CG, exactly where it needs to be. Unfortunately, on wings like this, finding that CG, I mean, there's a small margin of error on wings, so I wanted to make sure that I had that. I wanted to make sure that I could get it as close as possible. So a sliding Velcro strap will help me get my battery seated in the right spot. But the canopy will flip over after the battery's put in, closed down, and that sits very, very flush with the cockpit. I do have, I don't know if you can see these, but there's a red fiberglass pin that goes through the fuselage, and I'm gonna have a rubber band that'll hook on this pin here, loop over the canopy to the pin on the other side, and that'll keep the canopy closed and hinged on the front. For the motor, I've got a Dr. Mad Thrust. This is a 2200 kV, 70 millimeter EDF in-runner. It's 6S capable. I've really got to thank my friend Rupert White. He's also there in the UK. I tell you, when it comes to speed, I personally think that Rupert is just the guy to talk to. I've seen him fly just some of the most insanely fast planes from the Radjet, Skyfun, Funjet. He souped up a Vampire with a 6S, 6S powered EDF. It was incredible. So I mean, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to speed, Rupert's the guy to talk to. So I went and talked to, well, I didn't go to him. I was talking to him on Facebook, and Rupert helped me pick this motor out. So it's a 6S capable, 2200 kV in-runner motor, and I've got a prop adapter on here that has a lock nut, or it's got a grub screw, a set screw right here that that screws into the flat spot, or it presses down on the flat spot on a 4 millimeter motor shaft. That way I know that hopefully I know that the prop isn't going to go flying off. And I've got right now I've got a 7x6 APC propeller on here. I was doing some bench testing, and I tried an 8x4 prop and an 8x6 prop, and that propeller those propellers on 6S was tripping out my YIP ESC. So I actually had to back down my throttle curve. Instead of having it linear, it goes from 0 up to 75%, and with the 7x6 prop, I believe I was getting, I want to say I was getting like 1400 watts or 1500 watts. I don't know, I'll have to go back and check my notes. I might even just have to do some new bench testing just so I can refresh my memory, but I was getting a lot of wattage, and the speed controller wasn't getting tripped out, so that was good. I really don't know what else to say about it. I've got two very strong control horns back there, very beefy push rods, probably the biggest push rod. I don't remember the size of the push rods, but the biggest push rods that I've ever used. But this is my scratch build Weston UK Velocity 50, and I really hope that it flies. I'd like to say thank you very much to Dean and Pete. I really appreciate you guys'. I really appreciate you guys sending me the measurements that you guys did. Oh, measurements. From the nose, no, not to the nose of the propeller, but from the nose to the back of the elevons. That's it's 28 inches long, and it's got 38 inch or 36 inch wingspan. Yeah. So anyway, like I was saying though, Dean and Pete, I really appreciate you guys sending me the measurements like you guys did. Rupert, I really appreciate you helping me pick out a motor for the plane. Thank you very much, guys. We're kind of starting to come into the better weather. I think spring has finally gotten here, and hopefully we can get this sucker out and see if we can run a few laps around the flying field, and then hopefully bring it down in one piece. So here's my Velocity 50. Keep your fingers crossed, guys. We'll see ya. Thank you.